How's it going, everyone? This is the Pumpkin Hero here, and today we are going to be doing an unboxing on the brand new PlayStation VR2. I just received this today. Is that for me on recording this is that it is launch day, and so I'm very excited that I was able to get this. I'm very excited it didn't end up being like the PS5 to where you weren't able to get your hands on one for so long unless you were, a few lucky people. But I was able to get my hands on this, and I'm very excited to be able to do a review on it and continue playing VR games with it. So let's get right into it. So as you can see on the back here is that we do have two different types of seals. Is that we have the PlayStation seal, which I do believe if you take this off it might be like a warranty seal or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. They didn't specify when I pre-ordered it. And then we have the regular seal right here that is just for keeping the lid shut and making sure that it's not tampered with. As you can see, it's not tampered with at all. Same with this one. And then we also see some of the description on the back for Feel a New Reel, which I'm personally excited about because I played on the PSVR, the original one, and then I also play on Oculus Quest 2. And I really like both of them, so I'm really excited to see what the PSVR2 can bring into the mix, especially with how hyped up it's been and how they've been claiming that it's the new future into VR technology. Alright, so we were able to get the seals cut open, and now we're going to be opening up the secondary box that PlayStation always has with their stuff. And a bit of a first glimpse inside of the box. You can see the headset already, and then you can see this is probably where the manuals and cords are. So let's go ahead and get that taken out. I'll push this to the side for a second. So I'll open up this. And right there we can see the PlayStation VR2 manual with a USB Type-C cord that we are able to most likely connect controllers and probably a charging cord with it. And right here we can see that it also comes with its very own headphones like the first VR did. And it looks like we have some little grips for the earbuds inside there. It looks like there is 3 sets inside there. So you have the 2 in there for different size ears, and then you also have the set that's already on there. And like I said, just the basic PSVR 2 manual. That way you can see everything that you're doing, make sure that you're doing everything properly. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Let's move on to the rest of the box. Alright, next we're going to grab the headset. So I know there's been a lot of controversy, around the headset because it is corded and it's claiming to be the next step into the future for VR, but I've never personally minded the cord. It looks like it's just a regular Type-C cord, which is going to be really neat because it will connect into the front of the PS5. And the PSVR2, it says on there that it is compatible with just the PS5, which I've also heard before the release that some of the people that have tested it have done some of the testing on computer, and there is promising results. I'm not too sure, I didn't look too much into it, but is that there is that out there. Alright, so let's get into getting the headset out. And this, everyone, is the PSVR2 headset. As we can see right off the front is that there is 4 cameras located so that it will be able to track your position. And we can also see a little Sony logo. I'm not sure if it'll catch up on the camera, but there is a Sony logo right there. And we have a, just like on the first PSVR, we have an adjustment button right here on the top right. And then over here, it looks like this might be a, oh, okay, so it's an eye control. So take it like that, and we're able to move the eyes off a little scroll wheel right there. And some information about the headset before we continue on into it is that the headset has really good visuals. It has a 2000 by 2040 OLED lenses, which we can see here that the lenses are pretty nice. I mean, they look really close to the first lenses of the PSVR original. It has 4K HDR visuals and goes up to 120 frames per second. These visuals, from what the PlayStation website says, are 4 times better than the original PSVR. It has intelligent eye tracking and has a 110-degree view. And with the headphones connected, I'm not sure if it can play sound without them connected, but it has a Tempest 3D Audio Tech AudioWare inside of it. And then the headset also has game feedback. So, like if an arrow goes past you, or like if something's shooting or something goes past you at all, is that it will be able to do almost like a rumble, I'm guessing, for sensation. Now, more about the headset is that we can see is that it has a little bit of a silicone suction right here to be able to have a better grip around the face. And then we also have spots up in the headrest to where the headphones can go in. And what's really cool is that it has a little dial back here along with a button to be able to release, just like on the original. And then on the bottom, we have the power button. Looks like we have a little microphone or speaker. And then we also have this button. I'm not too sure what this button does. I'm gonna guess it's like a tracking motion kind of thing. I'm not too sure. I have not used it quite yet. Alright, and let's move on to the rest of the stuff that's in here, which are the PlayStation VR2 Sense controllers. Alright, so we have the Sense controllers. It comes with, obviously, a left and a right Sense controller. Is that we have this one right here is the right Sense controller. And it comes with a grip as well, a little strap. That way we are able to strap it on, we don't chuck it across the room. It looks like it has PlayStation button. It's almost like a PS5 controller, just kind of cut off into a section. And we have little menu options button. We have the X and O, and then a little joystick, and then we have the right trigger right here. And then I'm guessing over on the left, we have the we have another PlayStation button. We have a capture button, and then we also have the square, the triangle, left joystick. Oh, and I didn't even see that. So there is little triggers on the inside as well. And then we also have the L2 trigger, which, having them both in the hands, it's actually kind of really cool. And I really like the style of them. They remind me a lot of the Oculus, just with the sensors being around your actual arm. Is that the controls, like the buttons and everything, they good clicks. The triggers have really good grip on them. They are adaptive triggers. Is that everything seems to be pretty good on them. I'm enjoying them so far. And then a little information on the PlayStation Sense controllers is that they have haptic feedback for in-game immersivity, if that is even a word. They have precision tracking, finger touch detection, and adaptive triggers. So that way when you're inside the game, you are able to see like where your fingers are on the button controls, and that way you are able to be a little bit more immersed and stay in the game a lot longer instead of having to check where your hands are. So overall, it was a good unboxing. Is that the PlayStation VR hopefully will live up to its expectations. Thank you everyone for tuning in to this PlayStation VR2 unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this helped give a little bit of insight on what comes in the box, a little bit of details, and I hope you guys take this and hopefully get one yourselves. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone.